let's get into it. Welcome back. 3 o'clock hour. Team on the marathon, the countdown of the top 50 greatest MCs. According to Kool, a true 50 greatest MCs. Here we go. Black Thought, number 29, Substance Spit. Let's get into it. Realize it's a planet of cream to obtain when the predominant rap conglomerate sparked the flame. Hawk the name, the fifth from the ill. Power Hill at that drop me within streets of Southfield. Where blank think the kill is living real. Shorty's getting wetted. Fulfilling their fantasies to set it. We don't sweat it. By the fifth, you get beheaded. I've evaded through my burrow, giving pounds to the dreaded. At the live spots, I got credit. Could run them down in alphabetic. Our order is so pathetic. Yo, I'm living life within a labyrinth of nonsense. Sequence of being Philly residents. Trying to get it on. The rhythm getting blank on. That's where I deserve to shine. If you're a sucker for substance like I am, then this is your man. I won't spend a lot of time on him because like Run DMC, Black Thought is in a group of like Group Guru, Treasure, and Chuck D. Black Thought is the preeminent voice of the group. With the talent level he exhibits, it would be sacrilegious to have him mentioned amongst the greats. First of all, Black Thought is the illest, dopest, bestest MC name I ever heard. And when you hear him spit, you realize how appropriate the name really actually is. Well, no one in Philadelphia's underground hip hop spoken word sets for me being one of the best rhymers. Black Thought had a buzz before he had a deal. He had one of the very best live rhymer MCs. He's one of the very best live rhymer MCs as a result of honing skills and his craft with the live band, literally on the streets of Philadelphia. It's translated well into a career with the groups, one of the best live acts in hip hop today. Another thing that Black Thought possesses as a result of his background is a rare ability to be excellent freestyler and an excellent rhyme writer. Also, again, I have to stress how rare this is in hip hop. Some MCs will be highly offended if you truly broke down their freestyles and says how low broad the content actually was. Many MCs use freestyles to crush because they can't write truly coherent, high-level poetic rhymes. Black Thought is a coherent rhyme writer, songwriter, live rhymer, and freestyles well. I guess this confirms the old adage. Master can play the fool, but the fool can't play the master. In hip hop, Black Thought is the example of the master writer and rhymer who can also be a freestyler, but a freestyler can't fit being a writer or a rhymer. Black Thought has been consistently lyrically pertinent. Each of the group's albums have gotten better, or at the very least, been artistically enhanced. Much of that has to do with Black Thought's rhyme skills. His vernacular early in the game was tight, but in 1996, it hit a poetic crest. Last lost generation, fast-paced nation, world population confront their frustration. Principle of true hip-hop has been forsaken. It's all crunk crack, drool, and about money-making. Pretending to be cats, don't know simply know the real limitations. Exact replication and false representation. You want to be a man, then stand your own. To MC requires skills, I demand some shown. Let the frauds keep fronting. And roam like a cellular phone. And far from home, giving crowds what they want. Official hip-hop consumption. The fifth thumping. Keeping your party jumping with the original something. You identify this to the one. There's now no imagination. Excuse for perpetration. That was an excerpt from the lyrical balance he was able to find on that hit single, What They Do. Of course, as with most lyricists, the most lyrically inclined work is found deeper on the album. However, Black Thought is so substantive, he never loses much lyrically or substantively on any record. In 2000, occasions of the industry awarding substance over style occurred. The Roots received a Grammy for the next 99 song, You Hate Me, featuring Erykah Badu. In 2002 release, Phrenology, as usual, Black Thought delivered. Although the group seems to have taken some musical chances. All in all, Black Thought is one of the most prolific MCs ever. Should always be mentioned with the greats. Thank you. Thanks for 5 people tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button. Strength of Black Thought, according to Kool was substantive lyrical skills. Some MCs with substance lack in the skills department. Black has both. Weakness, vocal dynamics, enunciation. When you're as lyrical worthy as Black, you have to use vocal inflections, clearly articulate words, or you'll lose the listener. It becomes purposeful poetry without navigation. What they do, the next movement, favorite record, things fall apart. Number 29, Black Thought, originality, 80. For a lot of the newest artists, it's really about timing. They come out at a time when what they doing doesn't really stand out because who's out. But they still bring original in their own sense. They're still being original in their own sense. But it's not like Black Thought was doing anything that somebody else did. Just that it wasn't anything as new as some of the things we already heard from early artists. Number 90, Concepts. Black Thought, very conceptual. All you have to do is listen to his music. You know he puts the songs together very conceptually. 70, but still for the most part, he comes with the same kind of energy each time. It's a little diverse. Subject matter, approaches like a spoken word artist on some level. 85, vocabulary. He definitely will throw words in there. If you're not up on your vocabulary, sometimes you may not be able to keep up. Number 95, substance. This whole game of substance, all purpose, seems like it's all about not only breaking down hood life, black life, but with the purpose of uplift. Flow, 85. Black Thought was one of the pocket kids. He finds a pocket, rides with it. He'll shift gears, be around the beat, and come back to whatever he started. He flips the flow quite nicely. Flavor, 60, doesn't play with his voice as much as he could. Still, you'll know it's him when you hear him. 85, freestyle ability. After all these years doing it on the corner, the streets, literally in the clubs, Black Thought can definitely come off the top of the head. 70, vocal presence. He's not using his voice to draw you in, even though he's aware and does have a voice that does that on some level. 95, live performance without question. It's hard to separate him from the Roots, but he does his thing. The Roots does their thing, and they're one of the best live groups ever. Poetic value, 90. Black Thought was thought into the rhyme, the poetry, poetic aspect of the rhyme. Sometimes there's a very poetic flavor to the rhyme. 80, like body of work. But for the most part, they tell them make their stuff for whatever they want to do. It doesn't seem to be very concerned with radio play. However, the latter items seem to have had some success in radio play. Industry impact, 75, they finally got a Grammy as far as the industry is concerned. It's one of those groups that looks looked at as one of those underground, soul spoken word kind of groups. It's very hard for the cliche world to define it. Social impact, 65. This also has to do with the timing. They came around the same time that Arrested Development and other groups were hitting. A lot of times they seem to have been in the background, consistently grinding, and then finally coming into prominence. 7, the Roots made albums that were almost unrecognized in the first 2 years. Once 95 hit, they came to fruition. From that point on, they've been consistent. On the one hand, can't just take points away, but can't add them. They could be technically 10 years, but they weren't prominent until 95. 90 for lyrics. Black Thought was definitely a lyricist. Besides having positive message, he's an MC. You can hear the MC all in his rhymes. 70, battle skills. You can tell that he can absolutely do the battle question. Again, who's going to battle Black Thought? Total score, 1,355. Average score, 79.7. Let Kool's look at Black Thought at number 29 from Kool D's book, The True 50 Greatest MCs book. I'll be back at 3:30. Until then, talk to you soon.